Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. This is Throwback Thursday, and for our retired piece today, I'm using the Layered Leaves Dynamic Textured Impressions embossing folder. I pull this off my shelf regularly. I really like it with this set. It gives just that nice textured background, and I've textured the berry burst paper in behind and also the basic white in the front, and I've got a bubble bath kind of border on this. The stamping here is done in the berry burst, and the ferns are done in granny apple green. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got most of the pieces already cut out, but I wanted to show you how I did this flower. So I started by using the berry burst and doing the outline. So what I find with these is it's often easier to do the outline first and then try and line up the fill against those lines rather than trying to do the fill first. Because when you put this down, you can actually see through the stamp the lines you need to fill in. So there we go, we'll do that. So that's the bubble bath, is the interior. And then we go ahead and we take the fill from the small flower and we take the berry burst and we stamp it right over top, like that. So now we get a center to the flower, or the illusion that it's darker in the middle. And then instead of using the small kind of center, I've used the larger one meant for the larger flower and just stamped that down, overlapping. And what it does is it really gives depth to the center because it extends into that smaller flower. So I really like that effect. We just need to pop it through the cut and emboss machine, and I'm using the dies for that. Just pop that down, make sure we're lined up, and then put a sticky note on it to hold it, sandwich it up, and then we'll build the card. And I'll give you the dimensions of what I've cut as we go. So again, thank you to all the people who have subscribed and to all the comments. I do respond to all the comments. So any suggestions, any feedback, my videos are designed to be relatively short and sweet. I try and keep them under 10 minutes, preferably around that 5-minute mark, so that you can just grab and go. And I like to make cards that are simple but beautiful, and something that people looking at them can go, you know what, I could do that. There are some beautiful cards out there, and I look at them and I go, wow, that's beautiful, but I couldn't do it. So, or I don't really want to spend the time to do it. So I like to do things that are absolutely achievable if you've got 5 or 10 minutes. So this is 5 1/4 by 4 in the berry burst, run through that retired folder. And we're just going to flat mount it down onto the card base. And I'm running the adhesive around the edge because this is a very detailed folder, so the edges are going to kind of be a bit waffly. I'm just going to fold that adhesive over so that it doesn't extend, and then just layer it up, making sure I'm equidistant along all edges, and then I know that I'm square and straight. Okay. I should have a piece of bubble bath that is 4 by 3 3/4, and apparently I don't. So I will cut a piece of bubble bath here right in the video. Lots of scraps, but nothing big enough, I don't think. Or what's this? Maybe I just cleaned up too well. I did. I cleaned up too well. I put everything away. Okay, so I do have this. So we're going to take, this is 4 by 3 1/4, and this is 4 by 3, so that when we layer it up, we get that little border top and bottom. So again, they're both 4. This one is 3. This one is 3 1/4. And we're going to take this and we are going to adhere it, just straight flat mount it onto the bubble bath mat, lining that edge up. and then dropping it down across like that. This piece now gets dimensionalized onto the front of the card, right in the middle of that card. So we'll pop that there. I'm not going to put dimensionals in the middle because the flowers have dimensionals, and I want everything to be able to squash down if we are in, if you want to post the card or mail the card. So we're going to just pop this smack dab in the middle of the card, like that. There we go, just like that. Okay, this will be dimensionalized, so I'm just going to pop a couple of dimensionals on it now while it's in front of me. And I used my adhesive paper for the background on these, or the little ferns, because it makes it easier to stick them down. And of course it's going to be finicky about coming off. So let me just, there we go. Just peel that off, get that extra piece out, and one piece goes like this. The top, some of it extends over a little bit, that's fine. So that one goes there like that, and then we take our large flower that we've just made and we put a couple of dimensionals on the back. You can see I was playing with how to do this card earlier. So, but paper has two sides, so we just use both. Okay, and so this kind of comes up towards the top of this section of the card. And then I'm going to pop this piece down. Again, it's got the adhesive paper on it, or adhesive backing. And this comes in this way, like this. Again, just so you can see it about the bottom. And then I've already pre-made these with the Berry Burst outline and the Bubble Bath fill. And then that's smaller in Daffodil Delight. This one is going to be dimensionalized. And I'm just going to put one dimensional on it like that. And it will go here like this, just so you can see just a little bit of that greenery underneath. This one is flat mounted and it tucks underneath. And then if you still can pick up a couple of those little pieces of greenery, there we go. Just, it gives that layered effect, like there's lots of flowers going on in there and there's lots of depth. And then we're taking our Your Friendship Means Everything and just tucking it underneath there so that you can still see the words in the greeting. And it extends up a little bit. It doesn't have to, but it can. And then I thought I loved it, but it was just struck me as needing a little something something. So I've got my iridescent foil gems, and I'm just going to pop one up there, one under here, and then one down here. Kind of draws the eye around. So thank you so much for watching. This has been our Throwback Thursday take on the Cheerful Daisies suite. Again, using that Layered Leaves Dynamic Textured Impression folder. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.